ASVAB Mathematics Knowledge exam questions. A square box has a volume of 64 cubic inches. What's the perimeter of one of its faces? 8 inches, 16 inches, 64 inches, 32 inches. 16 inches. Which of the following is a prime number? 27, 11, 8, 4. 11. A prime number is a number that can be divided evenly by itself or by 1 but not by any other number. Choices A, C, and D can all be divided evenly by other numbers. What is the prime factorization of 100? 2 times 52 squared times 5 squared 4 times 25 25 squared. 2 squared asterisk 5 squared 4 times 25 is equal to 100. The cube of 6 is 125 225 216 238. 216. The cube of 6 is 63 equals 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Don't know somewhat no tag this question with one of the options to proceed. The average of 54, 61, 70, and 75 is 50 52 55 65. 65. Solve for x, 5, 3x, 14 plus 6xx, minus 1x, minus 1x minus 1x minus 1. X, minus 1. As you solve this inequality, remember that when you multiply or divide an inequality by a negative number, you need to reverse the direction of the inequality sign. 5, 3x, 14 plus 6x 5, 3x, 6x, 14-9x, 14 to 5-9x, 9x, minus 1. Triangle ABC is A, N. In an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal and all angles are equal. The following figure is what type of quadrilateral? Parallelogram. Parallelograms have opposite sides of equal length. X caret 3, 2 equals x caret 5 x caret 6 x caret 9 2x caret 3. x6, x3, 2 is the same as x3, x3. To multiply exponents with the same base, keep the base and add the exponents. x3, x3, equals x3 plus 3 equals x6. Solve. 5, 25 125 120 15. 120. The factorial of a number is the number multiplied by the next smallest whole number, then by the next smallest whole number, and so on down to 1. 5 equals 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 120. 5 plus x. 3 times 2, 7 to 2, 6 plus 2 equals 6 times 4, x. What's the value of x? Minus 5 5 10 1. A cube has a volume of 64 cubic inches. What's the length of one side of the cube? 4 inches 16 inches 8 inches 32 inches. 4 inches volume equals length times width times height, b equals LWH. Finding the cube root of 64 shows that each edge measures 4 inches, 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. 12. You start with 3 times 3, 5 to 3, 6 plus 2 equals x2. First solve the left side of the equation. 9, 2, 8 equals 144. So x2 equals 144. Find the square root of each side. X equals 12. In the equation 3x plus 7y equals 21, at what point is the x-axis intersected? 7, 0, 0, 7, 0, 4, 4, 0. A cube has a volume of 64 cubic inches. What's its surface area? 16 square inches 64 square inches 96 square inches 32 square inches. 96 square inches. You calculate volume by multiplying length times width times height, v equals LWH. Because the edges are equal on a cube, each edge is 4 inches, because 4 times 4 times 4 equals 64. The area of one face of the cube is 4 times 4 equals 16 square inches, and because a cube has 6 sides, you multiply 16 times 6 to find the surface area of the cube, 96 square inches. xx2, x caret 2 2x 2x caret 2x caret 3. X times x caret 2 equals x1 plus 2 equals x3. If x equals 8, what's the value of y in the equation? Y equals x caret 2 divided by 4, 2, 14 16 18 20. 14 Substitute 8 for x in the equation and then solve for y. Y equals x2 divided by 4, 2 equals 82 divided by 4, 2 equals 64 divided by 4, 2 equals 16 to 2 equals 14. If dash 5x equals 25, x equals minus 5 5 10 0. Minus 5. If a equals 4, then a3 divided by a equals 4 12 64 16. 16 4 caret 3 divided by 4 equals 4 times 4 times 4 divided by 4 equals 60. 4 divided by 4 equals 16. Convert 314,000 to scientific notation. 3.14 times 105 3.14 times 10 to 5 314 times 10 31.4 times 100. 3.14 times 10 to the power of fifth. To convert this number to scientific notation, move the decimal point to the left until it's to the immediate right of the first number, while counting the number of moves. In this case, you move it 5 places. The result is then multiplied by 10 raised to the power of the number of places the decimal point was moved. The exponent is positive here because the original number, 314,000, is larger than 3.14. Choice, B, 3.14 times 10 to 5, is equal to 0.0000314, so it's incorrect. If a circle has a radius of 15 feet, what is its circumference most nearly? 24 feet 72 feet 94 feet 36 feet. 94 feet circumference equals? Times diameter, and diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. In other words, C equals D, and D equals 2R. Thus, C equals 2, 15, equals 30. If you round to 3.14, the answer is 94.2, or about 94 feet. A square box has 6-inch sides. What's its volume? 18 cubic inches 216 cubic inches 12 cubic inches 36 cubic inches. 216 cubic inches volume equals length times width times height. B equals LWH 6 times 6 times 6 equals 36 times 6 equals 216 cubic inches. Solve for x, 2x, 6 equals x plus 5, 3 11 7 5. 11 Isolate x on one side of the equation. Subtract x from both sides of the equation and then add 6 to both sides. 2x, 6 equals x plus 5 equals x, 6 equals 5 equals x equals 11. 10 You start with 3 times 2, 7 to 2, 6 plus 2 equals 6 times 4, x. Solve the left side of the equation first. 6, 5, 8 equals 30, 8 equals 240. Therefore, 240 equals 6 times 4, x, which equals 240 equals 24x. Now isolate x by dividing both sides of the equation by 24. 240 divided by 24 equals 24x divided by 24, or 10 equals x. Check your answer by substituting 10 for x in the original equation. 3 times 3, 5 to 3, 6 plus 2 equals x2. What's the value of x? 6 12 144 64.